Hi, you guys. Leanne Holitza from the Healing Studio. Hope you guys are doing well. I see you guys out there on YouTube land, which is the place that you could go to comment early for this event, which is where you get on the top of the list. I see several of you, and I will get to as many as we can in our time we have together, which normally is doable. Let's see, a couple announcements. This week is the new moon event on Wednesday. There are a couple of spots left, not many. So if you want to get in on that, this is going to be a good time to release some chaos and release some struggle. It'll definitely be that day for me. Uh, so also coming up, we have a sample day, which is where you can come sign up for healers for only $25. You can try out, there's several different modalities that you can get a little sample of in case you want to get some new healings tried out. That's obviously if you're local in Broomfield, Colorado. Let's see, we also have a metaphysical pop-up shop for those of you who are local on the 9th of September. That's where a lot of healers, readers will be. And yeah, I think, normal sound baths, group healings, that kind of stuff all going on. So let's see, I'm going to put up really quick just for anybody who needs it. That's my website. Today I'm going to be using the Dragon spray, it's a master cleanser and a deep energy defense spray, which I definitely need. I need to protect all the protection I can get at this point. And this is Cobalto calcite, this is about being able to have healthy feelings, healthy emotions. This is about, places where maybe you felt suppressed. You can not be suppressed anymore and be able to say what you need to say and be taken care of in the way you need to be taken care of. So this is Cobalto calcite, if you check that out. I think that's it. Today I'm going to be using the Colette Baron Reed. Sorry, let me get it going here. Spirit Animal deck. And yeah, this will be our personal readings, but we're always going to start off with the Yantra deck because that's the deck that makes most sense to me as far as giving us our start for the week. Okay, so let's see what the week brings. And yes, I see you, Courtney. You're towards the bottom of the list, but you're still there. I'll get to you for sure. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Just as a reminder too, if you hear a message that is somebody else's card, but it feels like it resonates for you, it probably is for you. The guides bring you guys together to get some information out to you. So just, check that out. Okay, here we go. The week starts out with attention sideways. Okay, so there's a lot of planning going on, a lot of thinking of the future. And then there's also a lot of past hurts kind of coming up. So pay attention to where you are getting drawn into past stories or into future anxieties and see if you can get your attention to be as here and now as possible. But just know that that's kind of where we're at this week. The beginning of this week is we're kind of past, future, not necessarily present. The helper card to focus on this week. Okay, so the temple card upside down was honoring the body. What that is going to be saying here is to pay attention to where you are pushing your body beyond its limits, whether or not you're not getting enough sleep or you're eating poorly or you're just doing something excessive. Just kind of paying attention to that so that you can see, because when we're working on honoring the body, it oftentimes then gets reflected in our energy as well. End of the week looks like we're in kind of a control space. Exhale upside down means we're kind of tightly holding on to what's going on, and we're not letting the universe have its part. Now, one of the cards I got for today was the Antelope card, which was very much about take action right now. So this week has to do with the action that's yours to take and surrendering to those that aren't. But you can just kind of release that energy to know that you're going to feel like you need to control things this week just based on some things that are going on. Look into the physical body. That's going to be the main advice. Okay. All right. Let's do the 1, 2, 3 first. If this is a good card for you, if you are watching this later, this is a way for you to get a card. It's also for those of you who are watching live, this is your start of your personal reading. Okay. So go ahead and just tune in, resonate with what number resonates for you. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So if you picked 1, this is the start of your reading for the week. Electric eel, bring your ideas to life. Okay. So this is an idea week where you're taking action on your ideas. You are some days our energy is very much about ideas, and some days our energy is very much about acting on those ideas. And sometimes those days don't always come together. So when you're having really good ideas, brainstorming, have a little journal nearby, whatever, get that stuff down on paper. And then when you have the action filling days, you go back to that list and pick something off of it. All right. If you got 2, you got the buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay. So this is just this is very much, if you go to the reading of the cards, we're building on that first reading. The universe is providing for you despite your anxiety, despite your struggles. You are going to be able to have some abundance coming to you, especially if you pay attention to your buffalo spirit. If you pick 3, you got brown bear spirit, and it's time to take a time out, which is a different message than the rest of us are getting, right? So sometimes that happens. That's why it's interesting that everybody else is in action right now, and you're supposed to just take a time out. Maybe because everybody else is running around and you've already done what's yours to do, or your action to take is later. So just kind of pay attention to that message. All right, let's get started. And in case I don't catch some of you guys, just always be on the lookout for trolls. They come on and they say, DM me or whatever for a card that's nothing to do with me. Don't DM them. All right, let's start with Barbara. She made it to the top of the list. Barbara, here's your card. You got the scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. So this is a good message of letting yourself own your magic, own your truth, and give yourself a lot more space to just do magical things. I mean, sometimes just the magical thing is to turn on the faucet. I mean, running water, right? That's magic. But this is really just inviting you to be in awe of everything around you. And if you kind of put that with this week's cards, it is also paying attention to your physical body and where you are maybe not surrendering where you could. Nicole and Seth. Nicole, you got the hawk spirit, which is let your spirit be the guide. Going to be really important this week for you to be listening to that. And especially knowing that your spirit is supporting you, even when your mind is feeling like you have to figure it all out mentally. Okay. Seth, you're focusing on white raven spirit, which is trust in the magic. Okay. So this is where kind of the surrendering, maybe you don't quite understand, don't make fun of it, don't tease it, whatever it is, the magic is there, and it's okay to let it just put you in awe instead of being, needing to try to figure it out. It's an interesting frequency to shift into when you start to see everything as kind of divine magic. So that's kind of what you're being asked to do. All right, Patty, you have frog spirit, which is clear out the clutter. So this would be a good week for you to just kind of make sure your surfaces are clean the way you want them. Maybe get to a closet or a junk drawer or something. Sometimes the energy just builds up in unseen spaces. And when we clean it out, it helps us move that through. So just give yourself a little time to clear out actual physical clutter. Kimberly, your focus this week is going to be the whale spirit, trust in great mystery. So this is, you might even really go into listening to some whale sounds or just being in touch with kind of that deep emotional energy. And just kind of, especially since the physical body really this week is asking for, a check-in. So maybe let the whale spirit give you some healing because the whales are very healing. Tiff, you got the fox spirit. Think on your feet. Okay. So this week for you, if you combine that with everything, this is a week to pay attention to who might be deceiving you, where you might be deceiving yourself, where you might be trying to convince yourself, oh, just be nice to that person. They're nice. And just be aware. Maybe they're not all that what they seem. So just the fox spirit is like, move quickly if you need to. Don't just stick around because you think you should. Okay. Diane. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Okay. So even though the message that we got was that we're kind of stuck in the past or the future, this is like when you learn from the past, you bring your past into the present time and you take those lessons in, and that's what you take. Okay. So this week would be a good week to kind of like let those lessons land from your past and let the rest of it go. It's kind of like an alchemy, right? You let it kind of compress into something different based on all that it was and will be. Cynthia, you got ant spirit, which is time to collaborate. Okay. So this would be a good week to seek out other people to help you move forward. Especially when we're looking at, that surrender card that says, sometimes the universe has to bring partners to us to get us moving, that kind of thing. All right. Jenny, you've got the Badger spirit, which is be fearless and bold. Okay. So this card is very much like asking you to step up this week. But you see like the little flowers and stuff. It's not like you have to be a jerk. It's just fearless. It's just, nope, not going to be sticking around for that behavior. I'm going to go keep my energy protected. So that's that cobalto calcite thing that I'm talking about. So just kind of be protective of yourself, especially physically. You don't need to be around anything that's not working for you. You can find space to see what is working. Okay. Miranda, you've also got the scarab beetle. Now, remember, you guys, if we see this guy 3 times, this is for all of us. Okay. So this magic is working through you. Miranda, this week is a good week. Your guides are saying for you to actually find your magic a little bit more. So like, what is it that you like to do? What is naturally yours to give to the world? That's your magic. And so maybe kind of sit with yourself and figure out how you can do more of that magic. Okay. Janelle and Donnie. Okay. Badger spirit for you, Janelle. Fearless and bold. Give yourself a chance to say no when you need to say no, and go ahead and speak up. Speak up is what your guides are saying. It's okay to speak up. You don't have to be rude. It's just assertive. Nope, not going to be doing that. Okay, Donnie, you got the mouse spirit, which is tend to the small things. It's funny here. You're kind of opposite of the badger right now. So the little details, especially when it comes to your physical health and your physical well-being this week, tend to those little details, because there you will find that you can have some more space to your wholeness and, kind of recognize that you have everything you need. You don't need more. The mouse always has, the idea it can find the little crumb and it can be enough. Okay, Janice. You've got the rhino spirit, which is overcome any obstacles. All right. So this week might have some obstacles in it for you, especially given the way the cards are playing out. Bring your wisdom from the past into the present time to deal with it. Trust your own resilience. Okay. That rhino spirit's like, you got this. You're gonna get through what this is. So if you don't know yet what the challenges are this week, just be in kind of curiosity rather than anticipation. Just kind of see if you can be like, okay, well, let's see what this is. Okay. Blossoming Lotus, you are going to go with the White Raven spirit, which is trust in the magic. And, this is trust in what you have magically revealing to you over and over and over. You've got this. This is good. You're in the right place. Keep showing up that way. You're getting the yeses from the universe. Keep following to those yeses. Robin and Jordan. Robin, you got the canary spirit, which is sing your own song. Say what you need to say, be in your, especially again, there's coming back to the physical, like where you can, not worry what other people think, not worry what other people are putting out there for you. Just, being in okay space to just say, I am going to be who I am. I don't need to worry about what you think about that. Okay. Jordan, you got fox spirit, which same as Tiff. Think on your feet. Okay. So this is very much saying, move when you need to move. Be really awake and aware this week. Pay attention to where your physical body is not being honored by others. Because, one of the things that could happen is, like, for example, let's say somebody says to you, you need to help me with such and such. And you don't have the time or space. You have the desire, but you don't have the time or space. You have to honor your physical self and say, you know, I know I would love to help you, but I can't right now. And this fox spirit is very much saying, go ahead and, move where you can move, but do it on your own behalf. Okay. Christy, Kira, and Finn. Christy, you got the cat spirit. Claim your independence. You got this. You can do this yourself. You don't necessarily have to be self-reliant on anybody else or wait for someone else to tell you it's okay. All right, Kira, this week, you got cat spirit upside down. I shuffled. So that's protective. When it comes upside down, the cat spirit is protecting your independence. So know that it's important for you to also protect your independent thinking, protect yourself, be who you are, and take good care of your physical body this week too. Finn, you got the protective turkey spirit. Okay. So it says give gratitude and grace. Okay. So the turkey spirit's helping you be grateful for what's yours to be grateful for, to go ahead and ground into the fact that your life is great and you can have gratitude for what's there. Okay. All right. Eli and Taryn. Eli, you got pig spirit upside down. Okay. Protective says use your mind wisely. So when it's in a protective space, it's basically saying careful how your mind can be your own worst enemy. Careful where you might be telling yourself something that's not true. So the pig spirit in protection mode is saying let your mind be protective. Don't be your own worst enemy in there. Turn yourself into a good cheerleader, saying positive things. Taryn, you got the moth spirit in protection. Okay. So it says surrender now. Okay. So in the protective and in our weekly cards that we just saw, the surrender message is hidden in there as like, sometimes we have to surrender to what is, and we have to realize that what other people want is for them to do and to execute on, and surrender to that and surrender to what's yours to do. Okay. All right. Courtney, you've got the elephant spirit in protection mode. Okay. So learn from the past. We've seen this card. The past it's protective to learn from the past, right? To remember what people have shown you that they are. Remember how they have treated you in the past. Remember how things are, how stories have played out in the past, and let that be a lesson to the now. Okay. So you don't have to be victim of the energy of the past, but just let yourself know, okay, I know who that person is. And I'm going to learn right now from that past experience and let my actions lead me. Okay. All right. Eat 100 foods. And Kayla, eat 100 foods. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, so just pick the people that who you love, and give them the good juju this week, especially the physical juju, like good hugs and being, your time and energy going to the people who are loyal to you and you're loyal to them. Kayla, you got the rabbit spirit. Now it's lucky time. Woohoo. Good for you. This week is a good week for you to start getting into your luck and your manifestation flow. And just remember to take good care of your physical body so that when the demands come for you to receive your luck, you have the energy for it. Okay. Sam, you got swan spirit, which is time for a deep dive. This is an emotional deep dive is what your guides are saying. So time to kind of really dig into those emotions that maybe have been stuck or unanswered and that really need a little bit of extra time to come out this week. Okay. Just really digging in, because that past and that future energy that's stuck, it might be past emotions that just are driving your current reality. And it might be a good time to kind of pay attention to that. All right. Astrid, you got the stag spirit. Take the lead. Okay. So you got the leadership energy. You can do this. This is don't let anybody else tell you you can't. You have overcome so many things and you know it, and you don't have to worry about anybody else having the handbook, because they don't. And you could make the handbook up as you go with what you've learned. Okay. So take the lead. Heidi, you got wolf spirit. Okay, turn knowledge into wisdom. So get out of your head and just know. When you've learned something and it's just a learning, it's like trying to learn to drive the car for the first time kind of thing. You have to really think about it. It's really, conscious, trying to figure it out. Once you've learned how to drive the car, you just get in and drive. So this week you're taking the lessons you have and you're just getting in and driving. Okay. Maria, You've got bear in protection mode, brown bear spirit, which is take time out, but it's in protection mode. If you picked 3, it's doubling down for you. But basically it's saying it's going to be protection if you withdraw. You're going to be safer if you get away from those spaces that are not honoring who you are and not respecting you. So take some time out from those places that are being difficult. Gina, you got buffalo spirit upside down. Okay. So the abundant universe will provide. Now, if you pick 2, it's doubling down again. This is in the protection nature. What I'm hearing from your guides is you will get what it's good for you to get. You will not get what's not good for you. Okay. So sometimes you don't, as Colette Barrett Reed loves to say, rejection is protection. So you get to have, sometimes if you're not feeling abundant, it's because it wasn't yours to have. Okay. So that's the message for you this week. Erin? Got the hummingbird spirit, be here now. Okay, that message showing up multiple times, right? Okay, so try and just stay laser focused. Try not to pay attention to anything but what's happening this week. I know that sometimes that can be hard, but that's what your message is about. Okay. All right, you got Lisa, porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. Okay. So you know how that goes. I do this too. You get really into like the complexities of things, law of attraction, meditation, all that stuff. And you think, oh, I got this. Sometimes it's back to the basics. Okay. Just back to the basics. Tanya, you got cat spirit right side up, claim your independence. Okay. So this is wherever you need to claim it. And also I'm hearing check out codependent relationships because you don't want to be in that space where you have to wait for somebody else to do something in order to be okay. All right, Cameron, you've got the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Okay. So just see love in everything this week. See love in your body, see love in your friends, see love in the strangers around you, see love even in the roads you drive on or ride on or whatever. Just see love. Andrea, you've got the sandpiper spirit. Just be playful. Have some fun this week. Be silly. Take good care of your body. The guides keep saying that over and over. Take good care of yourself. Have some fun. Do the things that make you smile and giggle. Natalie. Oh, hummingbird spirit upside down. Okay, so be here now, but in the protective. So what this is saying is by being fully present, you're going to protect yourself from getting sucked into something else. So as present as you can be. Don't let yourself get sucked into the past or the future right now. This is as present as you can be yourself. Okay. Pamela. Beaver spirit for you, lay a solid foundation. Okay. So this means slow down a little bit. This, especially when you got the cards the way they're looking right now. The foundation sometimes is the boring part. Sometimes it's the, stuff that we want to hurry up and get to the fun part, but the foundation will make sure that the fun lasts. So this week, really focusing on slowing down and getting that fun. Okay. So Arlie, I see your question about the US. I am just going to throw a card just for the week for your energy, but maybe that will answer your US question, okay? If you just put in me, please, I will give you a card. And if anybody's watching who doesn't know how this game works, I'm just going to put this up for a second. Type me please for a card. It's going to be for the week. Okay. I'm going to give you energy and information for how you laser point your week. Okay. So this is what the focus is for us, our time together today. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to Ashley. Ashley, you have flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. You're not there yet. You're going to get there, but you're not there yet. This is the moment where you're just kind of waiting. You've already put some things in motion. They're coming, but it's not there. So it's like the in-between time, the downtime. What do you want to do with the downtime between here and there? I'm getting kind of like the energy of like if you're, about to have a baby and you're like, getting all the things done because you're about to be really consumed by that little baby. That's kind of what this time period is like. Get the things done that you would not be able to get done once the thing arrives. Okay. Kelly, you got butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Okay. So this week you're going to be transforming. You're going to see fruition from a lot of the hard work that you've been putting in. And remember to surrender to that fact too. The butterfly has to kind of struggle to get out of the cocoon, but then it's got to rest for a minute after it gets out of the cocoon before it flies. So just pay attention to that part. Kimberly, you got hawk spirit in the protective mode. So upside down, let your spirit be the guide and let your spirit be yours. Like you don't necessarily have to share what you know and your spirit with everyone else in order to put it out there. So give yourself a chance to, be protective over what your spirit knows and, use it on your own behalf first. Okay, Arlie, I'm going to throw you a card. Hopefully it will answer whatever you need to answer, but really this focus is what to focus on this week. So if you have a desire for this week to be a certain, to lead you to your US travel, then this will be your advice from your guides. Okay, grow spirit, co-create with spirit. Start putting it out there. Start writing down your ideas. Start manifesting energy that says, I want this to be this certain way, and this is what it might look like. Know that sometimes things manifest in mystery. It seems like this is the only way to get there, and then something else happens. So this week, just kind of start co-creating. Write things down. Make a vision board. Tell the universe what you want. Gina, you got the moth spirit in the right side. So surrender now. Okay. Surrender now. I hear this it sounds, your guides are saying it like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it's coming from an automated computer. Surrender now. Engaging. Time to surrender. I think they're just being silly, but they're just like, it's coming. It's part of the process. Like at this point, buckle in. It's happening. Okay. So yeah, I know you're welcome. They're so silly sometimes. Okay. So I actually did it. I talk fast, so I hopefully you guys even can get what I'm saying half the time, right? But you can always watch the replay. But if you're still hanging out and you haven't, said me, please. Hi, Heidi. Caught you in there. Here we go for you this week. If you're hanging out, you're just lurking, type me, please, in the comments if you want a card. Okay. Chameleon spirit, act as if. Okay. So this card is like, really like, how would I dress? What would I say? How would I feel if it was already happening? All the things I want to be happening were already happening. How would I be? And then you just act as if it's already happening. Act as if you already know it is coming. Okay. So that is the message for you. All right. Still hanging out here with you guys. We have 2 minutes left. I'm going to throw a card for Matt, who might be watching. For your focus for the week, you got lizard spirit upside down. Dream the world into being. So when it's in protective mode, it's basically saying those dreams are yours to have right now. You don't necessarily have to share them with anybody else. It is, and you do have your own ability to create the life you want. So you're not just a victim of everything around you. And so giving yourself an energy time to understand that would be good. All right. Is there anyone else hanging out? All right. Well, let's just take our time for one more card, just kind of a collective. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of ask spirit while we're sitting here, what do we need to know going forward? Maybe even beyond this week. Let's just see. We got the koala spirit in the upside down position. Okay. So it says spirit has a plan. So I'm going to actually even pull up the little book here and I'm going to tell you what Colette says about this. Are you feeling uneasy or mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala spirit has appeared to let you know your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in spirit and grow in the abundance that is already yours. Be good to yourself and reconnect with spirit. Reclaim your faith about the things that are yet unanswered. Okay? All right. Sounds good, right? We can do a little surrender to spirit. All right, you guys, I hope that you have a fabulous week. Go be amazing.